Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Hey to everyone on Facebook and to everyone watching on YouTube. Hope you're all well. And today I've got two very special guests coming on. As you all know, PCP Wales has been facilitating a court case to fight the RSC, or challenging, I should say, the RSC. And we are taking we're not taking the Welsh Government to court. Wales is taking the Welsh Government to court because we don't want this inappropriate sex education in our schools. So as part of getting this court case up and running, we've got a fundraiser going on. A lot of our supporters have been involved in fundraiser events and also donating lots of money too. So we're really grateful for all the support and the funds we've had to date. However, we do still need more. We have got a target of 100,000. So we're about 19% towards that at the minute. So we do still need a lot more funds. The reason we've come on today, and I've got our two guests on today, is because I've got Richard and Zoe who have been arranging this amazing healing event on Sunday. So I'm not going to say anything else about it because I'm going to bring them on to explain. So I will bring them on. Hello, Zoe. How are you doing?
Hi, Lucia. I'm fine, thank you.
Good. And I'll bring Richard on. Hey, Richard, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. How you doing, guys?
Hi, Richard.
Hi, Zoe.
Thank you both for coming on today. Appreciate that. And I'm going to start with you, Zoe. So, Zoe, what made you arrange this event?
Well, the first reason was we were going to start up little community hubs to bring back the healing and just help people that's gone through the last 2 years of all kinds of traumas.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, well, to do an event, I came up with the idea of raising money for the PCP Wales organisation, of helping them towards the cost of a court case that is coming, as we know, into Wales concerning the new curriculum that they're bringing in for our young children. So I'm a grandmother of 3, and I honestly do not think that I look at them and I can't even fathom to think how they would think learning these words and these different ideas that are coming across so fast and strong. There's no breathing space. So I thought to myself, no, I want the truth. I would just like to know what is coming into the schools, what the future generations are being taught, and is it beneficial for them that they're going to learn about sex at such a young age, but used in different forms. And my personal opinion, I came across this and I thought, no, I need to know the truth. So yeah, I decided to put my step forward and offer my services then to raise money. Couldn't do it single-handedly, so I reached out. I called out to the universe and I asked, how do I go about this? And honestly, within, I wouldn't even say a fortnight, I ended up with a full team of healers that were offering to give their services to this cause. They know what the cause is about. So they're coming in to do a service and giving up their time because we all believe the same. We just want the truth. Yeah. We haven't been given the truth. No matter what we've been told by our government, we haven't been told the truth. I don't understand it. I read it. I just don't understand what they are wanting to teach, because what they're saying and what's in their actual written documents are two different things. So I'm one of these ones, you could call me a truth seeker, whatever you want to call me. I believe in truth, and I believe you girls took it to the extent that we have to have the court case. We have to have a court case to find out what exactly they are going to teach the children in schools.
Well, absolutely. Well, before we got as far as the court case, as you know, Zoe, you've been supporting us for quite a while now, haven't you? I think I remember. I think it may have been it was one of the very first protests that
It was
we
the very,
actually
very
did that I met
beginning. It
you.
was the very beginning because I was a Freedom Alliance candidate,
Mm.
and I believe it fell into the right hands at the right time to the right person at that right moment. I honestly believe that link was meant to be, because if we hadn't even had somebody screaming at us to research something, would we have ever known what our children would have been taught
No,
until it
well,
was too late?
this is
So
exactly it. Yeah. They,
it's for the past 2 years, well, 2.5 years now. Yeah, 2.5 years.
yeah.
It'll be 2.5 years now, single-handedly, ask questions, no answers. There's never a straight yes or no, or, this is exactly what we're doing. I've talked to teachers. Teachers don't know, but the teachers are not going to be teaching it as far as I've come across reading. I think I've read some of the agencies are coming in, and
Yeah.
if these agencies come in, who's teaching? I just so believe in the truth after the last 2 years of so much confusion,
Mm.
not just with education, with the whole everything that's gone on. We need to know who's being truthful and what our future generation is going to learn.
Well, this
It's
is the
little I'm
thing,
feeling
Zoe.
hungry.
You're exactly right there. There's no transparency there. The government is, they'll, as you said, they say one thing, and actually, they keep getting caught out in a lie. Time after time. So, like, obviously, she heard about us from, almost like the start of when we
Yeah.
started. Richard, when did you find out about this RSE coming into the schools?
I was aware of it coming out, but it was only through Zoe that I realised how fast it was coming in. You know what I mean? And it was almost too late. I thought we had a lot of time and things like that, and obviously it is being rushed into to some regards. So yeah, I wasn't actually fully aware. So yes, so thanks to Zoe, I got to meet you, Lucia, and a fantastic cause. But yeah, same as Zoe, very concerning. I've got a daughter myself. I'm a qualified therapist, and I realize the damage that these things can do, and I'm sure there's lots of other therapists out there too that agree with this, that when you're growing up to the ages of 0 to 7, you're like a sponge. You absorb everything you take in, and you haven't got the mental capacity to make decisions. So you're literally just in a receiving mode, and that's well known. So obviously what they giving children choices and stuff is a dangerous thing because they don't know. And so many people, it's confusing world. Me growing up as well, God, like who knows what's going on? So whether with all this extra stuff going on, it just makes it even worse. So that's why I'm so strong. And when Zoe mentioned, so a bit of, so I'm co-founder of Colin on Healing, and I just thought I really wanted to get involved in this and sponsoring the event really to allow to raise funds and things for your wonderful cause.
Yeah, if everyone could, just a huge thank you to Richard, who is actually he is actually paying the expenses for the for the rental of the hall, etc. So yeah, we're very grateful for that, Richard, because obviously this means, and we're grateful to all, like there's yourself, there's Zoe, and there's a number of other healers as well, and you are all giving up your time for free, and it's not easy organising events. Well, I know, Richard, you've done a couple of events before, haven't you? You're a little bit of you're the one that's leading this in a way, because
My
we're
first, yeah, definitely.
quite amateurish when it comes to this.
Well, when I went to go and look at the hall, sorry, Lucia, when I went to go look at the hall, I only hired the one room and with the kitchen. And Richard come in, it was sort of like, right, let's look at this. He went straight down and he ended up hiring 2 rooms. So it's sort of like, okay. He just when he went in there, he just went like, okay.
Well, if you're going to do something, do it properly. That's my side, So.
It was me going off thinking, right, I got one room, right, we'll put it for there. No, you just went like that. You just went, is that room free? And it just went in from that. So we've got able to get more space in as well now. Do you know what I mean? The copper pyramid honestly, guys, if you've never tried that, a taster of that, I think, would be amazing for you guys. So, try and have that on your little tick list to come and have a look, try that, the healing.
Yeah, and I think as well, like you see, obviously supporting your cause is really important, which is what giving it time, but also to raise awareness around these other things, So I own the South Wales Wellness Show, which is coming in October, and that's the purpose of that really, is to allow people to understand that this stuff isn't woo, it's not. And I come from, I've worked 20 years in IT. I've got a scientific mind. I'm analytical. I never really, I'm kind of relatively new to this compared to other people. And when I discovered it, through doing therapy and then going into energy healing, I realized that it was fantastic. And, it changed my life and changed other people's lives. But it's a lot of the time, it's just getting people through the door. And to try it out. And that's the thing with this, guys. It's all about just, you can come down, have a taster, try it out. If you've had energy healing, or you can book full sessions and things, but you've got a real good range of people there, and some really, really top quality healers from Wales attending that event as well. So we're really grateful for that too.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for it.
The services that these people are giving, it is overwhelming, but it goes to show that these people believe in what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like, this was so nerve-wracking for me at the beginning, and it didn't matter if one person turned up. Do you know what I mean? And we still had the 8 healers there, doing this stuff. We would have just probably done each other and all that. But it goes to show that, like Richard said, the awareness as well of it. These healers, it's a lot. It's going to be a lot for a lot of us on this day, but it's for such a good cause. And the cause is basically, we need to protect our children, and to do that, we need to know the truth. So we can, if they're talking about a majority of parents that need that little bit of extra help with sex ed, or whatever they want in relationships with children, I say to my granddaughters every time, just be kind. I don't have to do it in a kind of way of what they want to do in pen and paper and academic. You teach them to be kind. You don't need a classroom of 4 walls to do that.
I think as well, guys, sorry. So like for me, Lucia, obviously I came into this. There's so much going on. There's so much in the media. You got Johnny Depp case. We are completely overloaded information. And this kind of stuff, just people haven't got time to look. And I think a lot of people just not even aware that it's happening. Look at Scotland, and I've been following you on that, Lucia, as well. And they've walked into this. And now all the parents, there was the case of the sexual assault. This is what's coming down the line for Wales.
This is it. And Scotland had it there for 4 years. I do know a friend of mine actually spoke to family. She had family up in Scotland, and they didn't even believe her. It was about 2 years ago. They were like, "Don't be so stupid. That's not in these schools." Yet, whether it was in their children's school or not, I'm not sure, and they didn't know about it. But now they believe her. So this is the problem we're having now, because a lot of teachers haven't yet received this curriculum. And as Zoe said, there has been rumour that they're going to be bringing in additional agency. Some schools have had it drip fed in, but there's not many people that actually know the extent of this sex education. Even now, a lot of teachers are quite sort of unaware. Now, this is the problem. People are just willing to sort of like rest on their laurels until something really bad happens. And we're not willing to wait for children.
Not on this one. We can handle. Look, we've gone through 2 years, right, of mental torture. Yeah? Some of us have collapsed, some of us have broken, and some of us have gone to people like us, right, to get back on that ladder. Children can't. Once that is in their head, do you know what I mean? What if children don't want to learn this? What if they feel uncomfortable learning this, and they say to the teacher, "I feel uncomfortable"? Are there going to be the red flags going up then because something's wrong with the child, because the child feels uncomfortable with it? It's like what Kim said before. It's the shock. Do you know what I mean? You see something, it's like, oh, that should be enough.
Yeah.
They don't like it.
Yeah, and I think, doing therapy and stuff, and I'm sure lots of any therapists are on tonight would agree with this. Most of our belief systems all come from that age 0 to 7. Like, it's well known. Like, it's absolutely, most clients that get through the door all have issues that all stem right back to when they were a child, to when they were between the ages of 1 and 7. All the time. Everything goes back, every belief, every sense of things people do. You look back and it's like, right, abandonment issues. So you can imagine the damage that this is doing, and I'm all for children understanding the basics and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like but that is very different to what's being taught, as you know. You know what I mean? And in a way, I guess it's ironic that we're doing this healing event because there'll be a lot of healing needed if this gets through.
Oh, we're going to be floating. We're going to be floating around that room. Everybody's going to come in and they're going to go, ooh, it's going to be amazing. Yeah. Honestly.
It's worth giving a bit of background.
Calm and storm mixed together.
Yeah.
And it's just going to come out perfect.
Yeah. Is it worth, Lucia, just giving a bit of background about healing and what that is for people who don't know and things like that?
Yes. I'm still quite sort of ignorant of a lot of it as well. So yeah, it'd be good for everyone to hear. And also, if you can give a background of each of the types of healing as well. So yeah, that would be good. Thank you, Richard.
Yeah, are you okay me doing this, Zoe? Do you want me to go with this?
Well, I was just going to introduce you to it now, Richard. So I was going to just let people know now that we're going to pass it on to you now, so you can go through all the therapies and explain to each one. You have had a lot of interest for the shamanic.
Mm-hmm.
Ready for that one. So yeah, now Richard, guys, is going to tell you a bit about the healing. And any help, Richard, just let me know.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So we've got so there's lots of different modalities with healing. So you've got shamanic healing, Reiki, there's quantum, and really like a lot of it's around energy healing. So like when I first looked into this, so I started doing therapy and hypnotherapy, and I was like, oh, it's a bit strange. It does sound a bit out there, but really, we're all energetic beings, and when things happen in our lives, that causes trauma, which stores in the body. And when trauma stores, when energy stores in body, is stuck. And that's what causes disease, or as they say, dis-ease. So really, the cells, our body has a fantastic immune system and it repairs itself. And what the healing does, it just creates a space for that healing, and moves energy around that's stuck. Sometimes when I was on my healing journey, I had trauma, in my arms, I had conditions and things as well. I was having bad stomachs and things, all related to trauma. And what the energy healing does is help that. So shamanic healing is, again, more of a traditional one. As you know, shamans go back thousands of years in Wales. They used to have shamans too. And it's really just using drumming, which again, drumming gets you into a relaxed state. There's different methods as well around energy healing. And it's really powerful, and also you can connect with guides, and, it's really powerful. The Reiki healing, so that originates in, the Reiki healing originates in Japan, but it's way older than that. We know it goes back to Egyptian times. And again, it's just using your body. We are like a scalar device, and when we have intention, it affects things. And in quantum physics that cells respond through intention. They do. Like, that's actually a proven fact. It's not anything that's kind of out there or false. That is true. So when you come to a healer, their intention affects your cells and basically gets them to start listening to the body again, because anything is just a cell not listening to the body and allowing that through. So yeah, it can treat anything, any physical conditions, emotional problems, anxiety, depression, child issues, relationship issues. I have lots of clients coming to me who just recently had a breakup, and they're breaking up from their boyfriend, and they're struggling with the grief of that. All these things are fantastic. So yeah, so like literally just come on down, and if you don't believe
it. No, we've got some really, really amazing healers.
Before you say, Zoe, can I just butt in a second and just say, so would you say that this type of healing is better than pharmaceutical drugs?
Yes, absolutely. The thing is, there's a lot of things. Now, there's a lot of things I know you need to look at the whole picture from my experience as well. So it's nutrition, and it's your emotional, how you deal with. We're emotional beings. We deal with emotion. And it's the whole thing. I'm not saying that all pharmaceutical drugs, there are some there, but I think it's a holistic approach. And, there's loads of really interesting projects getting set up now where doctors and healers are working together, which is fantastic. And I really see that as the future of medicine going forward.
Well, I've been following America, and they've actually got surgeons doing Reiki. They've started their own foundation, doctors and surgeons in America.
Yeah.
Medical Reiki Works is a group I follow. Been following for a few years, so it is around. And people don't know much about it because, well, it isn't out there much, and you go to private people and stuff like that. So this event really is it's going to be. I'm just feeling floaty just thinking about it now because it's all there, And we're gonna have cake as well, will you, Chia?
We're sorting out cake. So basically, what we could obviously, this event is for us all to get together, get everyone healed, get everyone in a good place. Like that's one objective, but the other objective being to raise money for our court case. So we are going to have we're going to have cakes, tea or coffee for sale as well. We're going to have some merchandise there. I know you've got there's going to be some tables there, isn't it? So there's going to be to buy.
Jenny Wren's jewellery. Jenny makes her own jewellery and diffuser bracelets. They're similar to these. Can you see? I can't do my camera.
You're a little bit off the camera there. So
How do I do? Oh, I got that way, didn't I? It's always the opposite camera, isn't it? Oh gosh.
I don't know what
it's because it's backwards, that's right, isn't
it? She makes jewellery, and again, Jenny is again, a single mother, and she has followed PCP and supported them. So she's coming along to sell some of her merchandise. And we've also got Helen Bells as well that's coming along to do her crystals, love her. They both donate in a raffle. So it'll be a pick of your choice of what you want then, of whatever the raffle of that is. So yeah, we've got 2 stores for at the moment because I should have got a bigger venue, but if we can go outside, it's going to be all right. And can I just say as well, we do have morning and afternoon time slots due to the spread of the day.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be doing quite a few.
And you don't want to be waiting around as well, so having morning and afternoon slots just allows people to turn up and be able to come to their healing session.
Yeah, just to come to the healing session, because even though we've got the tea and coffee facilities, there's nowhere really inside for them to sit and mingle. If it's lovely out, we can put the chairs outside so people can, sit and all that, but the time slot. And also we are going to be doing walk-ins. But I will say the people that book through the PCP fundraising page are definitely first come, first serve. Their bookings are safe. But then if you want a chance, a walk-in, and we have a healer free or becoming free until the next event, the next person will take walk-ins as well. So just come along and see what's happening and see how it goes.
I think we did mention out here about the copper pyramid. So I know that. So pyramidal structures are they're proven now through research from Robert E. Grant and Billy Carson and stuff that the shape of a pyramid attracts healing energy into it. What I've also got then is the latest scale-up technology. So scale-up technology is brand new, what they're discovering. And again, it just emits things and increases the healing. So, some examples really, so if you've got a broken bone or you want something to, it'll reduce the time, So for me, during lockdown, there was no dentists and I had really, really a bad abscess in my mouth. And just through healing, it was gone within a day. And then an abscess on the other side of my mouth, and I got rid of that. So I would have been, that's to be completely lost, so it's fantastic. So it does it really good. And as I said, if anyone's not sure about it or just have any questions, there's loads of people all there. Yeah, come along, absolutely.
Come along and have a taste, guys.
Yeah. This is what we're saying. We would obviously if people have booked the healing beforehand, they're going to have priority. So what happens if you book it through the website? You'll be asked mornings or afternoon tickets. That's up to you if you'd rather the morning or afternoon. And then there's a drop-down menu then where you can decide which healing you want. We will then send you an email to give you the exact time. If you want to come a bit earlier, that's down to you. That's fine, because there will be some areas, you know, to sort of chill. Obviously, it's going to be a peaceful place. So it's not going to be a place to bring children, because it's going to be more of an adult place, more of the adult healing. Because, you know, obviously everybody in there is going to be having their treatment. So it's going to be a peaceful environment. But you are welcome to come on down, you know, and spend, you know, longer than the treatment is. I'm going to be there all day. And, you know, there's going to be, obviously the helpers are going to be there all day. So, you know, if you did just want to come down anytime, there's, as Richard said, you know, as long as there is a space, you can get the healing. There's also going to be the copper tent, which for a donation, you'll be able to have a session. How long do you need in the copper tent?
You could sort of 15, 20 minutes really is good. You know, you definitely feel it then. Also, if people are into meditation, it's a great place to meditate in too. Really helps with that, you know. So if someone is kind of used to doing meditation, or you can just lie down in there, you know, but you'll have the scalar technology on, there'll be crystals around there too, and you get to really feel the power of the stuff. So yeah, it'll be good.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Really I'm definitely looking forward to using the tent.
I know, you'd be in there, he's chucking you out.
We go, where's Lucia? Lucia's your turn in the kitchen. She'd be like, well, where's she gone now? Oh, she's back in that copper. Look. Yeah, well, it's going to be a brilliant day, and I'm really pleased that it's for the children. Simple. There's no doubt about it. They need the money. It's got to be done. It's got to be done.
I don't know if anyone's just joined now. It's this Sunday, 10 till 5, but the morning slots are 10 till 1, the afternoon slots 2 till 5. So, you know, as we said, come on down without, you know, you don't have to get a ticket. There is actually a section on, you know, on the tickets, which is the free admission. So, you know, it would be a good idea if you did want to just pop down just to get that free ticket, just so we've got an idea of, you know, the people coming. But, you know, we are accepting walk-ins as well. Obviously, you know, the people who have booked, who have paid for the tickets beforehand are going to get priority. But, you know, like we even said, even if we don't have the time to do the full sessions for people who haven't paid, there may be an opportunity to get like the taster sessions, and also just come down and ask questions about all these types of healing. I'm very new to it now. I'm learning a lot off the two of you, you know, with our coffee hours that we've had. In fact, you know, we have been doing the, as a lot of you know, the post call coffee hour, which is on at 6 o'clock every Thursday. Now, Zoe, I've got to say, Zoe is top girl here. She has been getting everybody to our coffee hour. I've got to say, if it wasn't for Zoe, I just wouldn't have the crowd there. So I'm grateful for that. Thank you, Zoe.
Well, it's like, you know, it's my hometown really, and they're not going to pass without saying hi to me or whatever. Or when I'm popping down, it's like, come for a coffee. And then we'll just, oh, this is Lucia, and this is Phil, and this is Helen. Hi, you know. So, yeah, I think it was the first time I introduced you, wasn't it, Richard?
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. Every Thursday she's got new people coming. I've got to say, it's brilliant. And you know,
it's also, to one person, it can get to somebody else, and it's not about, you know, who's right or who's wrong. We just need to understand what is going on and what's being taught. You know, they're not big things to go out. It's just simple little things like that. So again, there's a lot of people being stressed and everything. So this healing day as well, it's like storm and calm coming together, and it's just going to be tranquil.
Oh, there was one thing, Lucia, the raffle. I don't know if it's worth mentioning the raffle we got on as well. So yes, we got raffles coming up. So we donate, as Carl Healing is donating a 1 hour Reiki session, which is worth £40. And also, if you're interested to become a healer, I've got the level 1 Reiki attunement, which is full training, and you can actually do self-healing. And yeah, it's fantastic. So yeah, so make sure you get a raffle ticket too.
So these raffle tickets will be available on the day then, yes? Is that correct? Yeah?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
these ones will be on the day. I don't know. I've got there's a few raffles because Richard's raffle is one of the biggest prizes on that one. So I don't know whether Richard will want to put that on the £5 raffle that Kimberly's got, the legal ticket, because there's some big prizes on there, and just do the Reiki healing on our event because our ticket out I don't know how much the raffles are going to be sold for. I'm leaving that to, like I say, I'm leaving different parts to different people to sort out. Because that one that you've just offered now with the Reiki 1 or 2 months, Richard, do you know what I mean? It's a big one.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bigger start to your journey, to be quite honest though. So whoever wins that is really
Super
really
lucky.
Yeah. So I've got I'm going to be giving a treatment as well myself, you know. There's a £20 voucher, I believe, off Helen Bell's for the crystal store. There's a gift voucher for Jenny. I've received a £20 donation from my friend Muriel because she won't be able to make the event and she felt quite thing. And Gavin Bowser's given a voucher for a cut and blow dry, and that's up to about £30 that is as well. So, you know, that's another good prize. But we are still looking for donations if anybody else would like to give any donations or, you know, anything that they'd like to give towards raising more funds for you girls, like, you know.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much. And just a reminder, if you do want to buy tickets, you can either, Kimberly has put up the event there, the fundraiser link. If you were to just put money, if you were to put, you know, your name, obviously, it's £20 for half an hour session or £35 for either 2 half-hour sessions or 1 hour with one healer. Whatever you want. You know, if you prefer an hour Reiki with one healer, that's fine. But if you would like to try shamanic healing and Reiki, then you can do that. So yeah, so you can either buy it through our fundraiser.com, or you can go to our website and under events, we've got the event. It's called, like I got to pronounce this right now, Aurora Hiriaeth.
Aurora Hiriaeth.
Aurora Hiriaeth. Yeah.
You
get it. Yeah, listen now. It's a hurl that gets me here.
Yeah. So we've got that event. It's on our events page. Yeah, you will see it. It's a nice picture on it. It looks like a nice sort of, you know, sort of bluey, purpley colour there. You can book it through there as well. Yeah, get booking now because they are limited as well. We have only got, is it 6 or 8 healers? I can't remember what we had in the end.
We've got 8 healers.
Right. We've got 8 healers altogether. Obviously, once those time slots go, we can't offer any more because the healers can only do so much. So that's why, you know, if you really want one of the treatments, then we do suggest you buy beforehand. But if you sort of like think, oh, I'm not sure if, say you don't know if you can afford the healing, or you just wanted to come down to have a look and maybe have a go in the copper tent and maybe see if there is space, you know, maybe there may be a couple of healers that has got room, then just come on down.
Sorry, Lucia. We have got a spiritual healer that is doing a 15-minute session for £10. So if people can't do, you know, if the spiritual healing is the same as bit as like Reiki, but it's, you know, it's more of a taste of that part is as well. Yeah. So we've got a few people there. So yeah, but mainly I suggest if you really want a treatment, the booking procedure would be the best way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I said, even if you were to give the money on the fundraiser.com, because I know there's a few people on there, we see you. We'll be getting an email.
Yeah, we see you every day, guys.
For you. So don't worry about that.
Yeah. There is 2 more, Lucia, and I have to give you did I give you the name on, is it Joanne? She's booked for 2 times shamanic, but she couldn't get onto the fundraiser, so we need to get her booked in for two people for the shamanic.
Yeah, no problem at all.
There's 2 spaces gone there already, so
yeah, there's already, I think there's 2, 3, 4, I think there's 5 already on the fundraiser, and I've got to send the link out. I've got a WhatsApp group already set up actually with several people on it. So, you know, the tickets are going out. So obviously now we're actually broadcasting it more. They're gonna, you know, it's gonna be more widely spread now. So yeah, secure your space. This Sunday, meant to be a nice day as well. So there'll be a nice outdoor area. I'm not sure if we've mentioned the place. Bryntyrion Community?
It's Bryntyrion Community Centre in Bryntyrion.
Yeah.
So they got, you know, they have got a nice space out there. It is quite Sunday as well. You know, if we go over time, we go over time. It's a Sunday, so it should be okay.
It's going to be
Richard face.
It's going to be.
He's like.
I'm
if we do go over time, we'll go. You know, it's fine. So I don't want people rushing to, you know, to get things. We'll just go with the flow. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
and
the nice thing is as well, it's about us getting together, meeting like-minded people, isn't it? You know, when you get that little bit of time, like, you know, we all love our children dearly, but having that time, me time, it's really important, and not enough people do it. Not enough, especially parents. You know, you just going through things in life. Like, obviously, you know, my kids are a bit older now, you know, they're 14 and 12, so they've got that little bit of independence. But I certainly remember when they were little, it's constant. When children are small, you know, you're constantly either worrying or, well, in fact, you continue worrying up until, I suppose, once you're a parent. You're always a parent, aren't you?
You're always a parent. Yeah, you're always a parent.
That's always going to continue. Yeah. So it's really important. It's really important for people to have time out, to take time, you know, take time away from the busyness of life. And what better way to do it than come somewhere and.
But it does that even that like half hour of just pure calmness going through you. You do you know what I mean? And it's just you can just change small little steps. You know, like you say, because people, you know, I've met a lot of people and they're so whoo, you know, and I'm just standing. I'm like that sometimes, and I just go. Because it just helps you there on that next level, you know. And like I say, since meeting Richard, it's gone from woo to on a serious note. It's really, you know, I've been doing this a very long time, but I'm learning every single time. So, you know, even this for me, I'm learning different healing techniques off other people, you know, and I'm thinking, wow, I didn't know. You know, you got bio, you got quantum healing, you know, phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. If you can.
So who's doing the quantum healing then? Is that you, Richard? Yeah, you're. I've never heard of quantum healing before. Can you just like briefly explain?
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of what I explained. So it's similar in a way to energy healing because it's, you know, because quantum, you know, it's intention and things as well, you know, but, you know, there's various forms you can get people into. So kind of quantum healing goes into kind of QHHT, which again is more like hypnosis as well. So it's getting someone into a deep hypnosis and helping them release the trauma too. So it's a combination of like energy and using hypnotic techniques really to get people to relax. So
nice. I've had shamanic healing before. It was like in a group. That was I couldn't believe how powerful that was. Actually, it was such an amazing experience. So I do know. Is it you that does the shamanic as well, or is that one? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do that too. Yeah.
Yeah. You do it. You do everything actually, Richard. Don't you? You've got quite a large.
I got like this. Oh, I partial
to not going on with you.
Yeah.
What's that, Zoe?
I'm like this. I'm partial to Richard. I said he does everything. I'm like, you know, I'm just sort of like,
even though you do everything, obviously there is going to be other healers that do the shamanic, etc. So it's not all going to be, you know, It's not going to just be Richard doing all the healing.
Each
We have got the
healer
other
that's on
healers
the
doing it.
tables.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
we've got 4 Reiki healers, and each single one of them are different.
Yeah.
So just because somebody says Reiki, you got angelic. I believe Frank is a master with the angelic Reiki.
Yeah.
I'm I'm now a master. Yes.
Well done,
I'm in Sekim Reiki, which is Egyptian. I'm more on the aura. I work more on an aura of somebody.
Right.
Brought from the ancient Egyptians, something going on with Egyptians. But that's mine. We got you the Yuri Reiki. So we got quite a few different kinds of Reiki there. So it's not just all one, and every single healer is different with their healing as well. So I might have been taught by the same teacher, but my methods would be totally different.
Absolutely.
To somebody. I can remember once I'd done Reiki on somebody. Just a quick now before we go, just to explain how powerful it is. And I was down the Sandville. I was giving my services down there. And of course, I was learning through my Reiki too. And as I was doing this lady, I did what I needed to do. She sat up, I hugged her, give her a little tap down. And out of the blue, she just turned around and she named my teacher, the master who tuned me. And I stood back like that and I just went, wow. And I said, how do you know that? Because this lady had been attuned by her as well. So our energy is connected so deeply that she knew who I was attuned by. Never met this lady before in my life. Trumpet Albert, very well known. She's very well known in the grand side of things, And yeah, she picked up on my energy of who I was attuned by. So when we say that we're working with it, I'm totally different when you see me. I'm in gone. So yeah, all our energies are different when we do it. So yeah, I found that quite straight. Well, shocking, really. Wow.
No, it is. It is amazing, and that's not an isolated story. I've heard,
Well,
a lot
no,
of
because
things are
again,
just like,
because when you get attuned by somebody with Reiki, it's usually you follow their lineage of of what their paths are, and there is not many Reiki Seikims in Wales, so for her to feel that and feel the vibration of that, even me, I never get shocked much, but that really, I was like, whoa. So so that's how powerful the healing day is going to be.
Amazing, fantastic. Right, yeah, this is it. I'm really looking forward to it. I've never had Reiki before. I've obviously, I've been into meditation. Meditation is powerful. Meditation's really good for you. But I've never actually had, I've never had anything like this. So, I have booked on. I am going to have a session, but I'm going to be right at the end because obviously I'm helping. I'm going to be in the kitchen, and I can't really. I think after one of these sessions, you kind of go into relax mode.
Yeah, there's no good doing you first to cheer, then you go into the kitchen because people will be having. Well, we don't know what they'll be receiving anyway. So stay till the end, and I do believe that you got 2 others coming in as well to help.
Yeah.
Are they also going to be having healing as well?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
If they are, we'll keep them to the end as well then. So
they will have to wait till the end. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've enjoyed the session, guys, and
thanks, Lucia.
No,
just to see people for a chat,
I've enjoyed having you on. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm sure everyone here has also enjoyed listening to you both. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm sure you two are very looking forward to Sunday. Before I sign off, I'm just going to go through quickly to say a couple hellos. Hello, Donna Doe. Thank you for watching. Hi, Lisa. Hope you're well. Kimberly's been watching all the way through. Hi, Anne. She's in Glasgow. Obviously not be able to show, but lovely to see you on here. Thank you for joining. And Jane of the Family Taylor, thank you for watching. And there's Anna Miss there. That's Nicola. So, hey, Nicola, how are you doing? So, actually, Nicola says she's going to come on down as well. I know she wants to get a ticket. So, if you want a ticket and you haven't already got one, then jump onto our website, publicchildprotectionwales.org, go to the events page, Aora Hirwith, book your tickets there. If you just want to come down just to have a look and maybe ask some questions and have a go on the triangular copper tent, which is a healing there,
Pyramid.
and there may be there may be spaces there. You can sort of come down and pay on the day. You're all
sorry, can I just jump in? We've also got Indian head massage. We forgot about that lady as well with the Indian head massage.
Yeah,
that is really good. I might have that treatment myself because I've never had it done. Also, can I just reply to a Donna? There's a lady there, Donna. Donna Doe.
Donna Doe, yeah.
She just says, if it works for me, do you therapy sessions after? Yes, what we're going to do, each therapist is going to have their own, because they've got their own brand and their own healing businesses. They will be having their logos or whatever and cards on the day. So if you do like the session and you're really pleased, you can then go off and book your journey with any healer that you feel comfortable with. So yes, sessions after, if you are, we would recommend sessions after, but that's just in the future. But yeah,
I think especially, well, I think it's like anything, isn't it? I actually see a chiropractor about my back. I don't have a bad back, but I go and see him every 3 months for maintenance. My chiropractor is very spiritual. He's not, sort of into you don't give any sort of, pharmaceutical drugs or anything. He's very much into, I think a lot of chiropractors are, aren't they?
Well,
he's very much into like, sort of like healing, proper healing, rather than the masking of, your paracetamol, etc. But I go every 3 months for maintenance. I pay, I think it's £40 a session when I go. Now, I don't have a bad back anymore. Whereas if I go back to when I first had my bad back, I couldn't move. I was really, really bad with it. Now, and it's the same with the healing, isn't it? Like, you wouldn't have to, obviously, like if there's a deep trauma there, you will need more healing than someone who hasn't got the trauma. But it's one of those things that we all sort of need in our life, don't we? To, maybe a more or lesser extent, but we do all need this type of healing.
Well, you've got some people that's got really deep trauma, and you've got some people like Richard. You know what I mean? When I had healing off Richard, honestly, it was phenomenal. He was talking in a different language. Sorry, Richard, but he was talking in a different language, and I could see this Indian. And honestly, it was sort of like, because I go for healing myself as well. So it's not just like I give it, I have to receive it. But on some people, like that just hit me. So I took it. But then there's some people, they think one thing is their bother. But once you clear that, they will unravel more. So people should be prepared. Do you know what I mean? Once you start this healing journey, that it will unravel until you actually get to the root of the core of what is really affecting you. It could be anything, down from an old injury to trauma from a child. So yes, Donna, sorry, that was just a quick question I was going to ask.
Lisa asks as well about the hypnotherapy stuff. So yes, Lisa, hypnotherapy can be used to recover memory. A lot of the stuff in hypnotherapy is to do with regression, which means going back to times. And what's amazing about hypnotherapy is that you can remember everything. So the first time I had a regression, I was 1 year old, and I could have told you what my mum was wearing, what I was wearing. The memory is very, very clear when you go back to those times. So absolutely, it's for memory recovery too. So.
Honestly, no, I highly recommend that, because people think hypnotherapy is like you dance on a stage like a chicken, like, do you know what I mean? Honestly, I've had 3 past life regressions, right? There's stories to be told again, right? Because they will really, they're just fascinating. But yeah, the hypnotherapy, totally agree. You do remember. It's like you're back there, But like, again, I recommend that, choose wisely who you go to for that kind of thing, you know, because again,
Well, it's worth saying as well, just, that we won't really be doing hypnotherapy because it's, it's an open area. You need quiet and stuff for this as well. But however, you're welcome to come down and I can chat with you about various things as well and give you a heed-in. So, so it's really good. So it's just, happy to chat about that too on the day.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, these people said she's been hypnotized for fun. Now there is that entertainment factor, isn't it? That people, there's a lot of famous people out there that do it for entertainment. However, there is a real good, they're good properties to being hypnotized as well, isn't it? I know, because I did an NLP course. This is going back years ago. So I am actually a practitioner, NLP practitioner. I've never really used it. So can I call myself a practitioner? Not really. I haven't got the experience, but I've got the qualification. Well, anyway, you can actually hypnotize someone to give up smoking, which is like, whoa. It's about rewiring the brain, isn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I prefer I prefer on my healing. I prefer the hypnosis because it does. It does. Once you got that grip of knowing where you are on that journey, do you know what I mean? Because a lot of my past, my hypnotherapy, I've had to deal with betrayal, deceit, trust, and then patterns kept coming up. So again, then I had to work on what was what. It's taken me a few lifetimes to sort it out, but again now I've just it's just come now. I've sorted it out. I'm there with my shadow now, having a little ching ching with him now and again, because I'm allowed. I am allowed. We are allowed sometimes, because you gotta love them just as much as they love us. So the hypnotherapy. I do recommend, Richard, if you do want to book a private session. You are in safe hands there. So
thank you.
Brilliant. Right, Richard, Zoe, we've gone on longer than I wanted to, but thank you so much. It's been great having you both on today. So let's do this Sunday. I'm really excited. So get booking those tickets. So it's gonna be a lovely day, all in all. Anyway, isn't it?
Just come down and enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just put your feet up and let the healers spoil you, because that's what it's going to be a day of, isn't it? A day of rest, a day of being spoiled. And be lovely to see you all down there. So that's Bryntyrion Community Centre. That's this Sunday from 10 a.m. So yay, looking forward to it. So thank you both. Do you want any last words before leaving?
Okay, thanks guys.
What do I do? Do I switch myself off? Do I switch myself off?
I will. There we go. I will.